Hey everybody, it's Peter from Brantford Kia, and I'm super excited to talk to you about the 2020 Kia Soul. Now this car is not quite released yet. In fact, I'm filming this exactly 1 week before it's going to be introduced at the LA Auto Show. But today, Carscoops.com released a bunch of these images. So I'm in our media room here at Brantford Kia, and I'm going to show you some of these pictures. We'll show you on the screen behind me. We'll put some pictures up for you as well. First of all, I want you to know, if you're interested in the 2020 Kia Soul, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've already ordered this car. So as soon as it arrives, we're going to be doing complete walkarounds. We're going to tell you how it actually comes equipped when it shows up at the dealership. But we can learn a lot right now, and I'll tell you a few things that you probably won't know, maybe break some news for you as well. First of all, let's look at these pictures. Now we know, because we've seen basically this picture before, but just the back end, we know that there's this new design detail up here on the Kia Soul. So it says Soul up here. It's a sort of a grayed out look on the pictures that we've seen. We also know that the taillights are now going to rise basically to the roof of the car. So a little different design on the taillights. We know there's a detail line that comes through into the trunk, and I would expect a little bit larger trunk. It's the window design here and the look of it here. I would expect a little bit larger trunk. Maybe not a lot, but a little bit. So we know that the colors as well are going to be interesting. So this color in Canada, I'm expecting it to be called Space Green. And we also have Neptune Blue, Lunar Orange, Gravity Gray, Solar Yellow. We've had a yellow in the past, it's Solar Yellow. So we're going to see some bright colors on this car. That's to be expected. But this I'm expecting to be a color that we see, and I think we've tried to order one of these colors for our dealership as well. We're going to move forward here. The roof line is very similar. Still that standard Kia Soul look. You've got the roof rail line up there, so very similar look there. As we move to the mirror here, something I didn't expect. You're going to see, at least in this picture, something very similar to our Kia Stinger. It looks like that dark chrome mirrored look. So I don't know if that'll be available on every trim level, but we do expect to see it if these pictures are true. Moving down, one thing that people may not notice at a glance, this windshield looks to me to be a lot more sloped than before. So this angle is a little bit steeper. Now that makes sense. This car is expected to compete well on fuel economy, and they do expect to make an electric vehicle out of this car, which again, fuel efficiency through the air, that's going to matter, and the steeper windshield would help with that. We move forward, we've got a little bit of a design down here that slopes, and you got a lot narrower headlights. Now I don't know if this headlight design will be available on every Kia Soul. I kind of expect it to, but on the ones with this type of light, you can expect the LED headlights very similar to our Kia Forte, which has moved to an LED headlight. So one other thing as we talk about fuel efficiency, we know these cars are going to come with an IVT transmission. That's a lot like our Forte was just introduced with the IVT transmission. We are expecting, in fact we can confirm that this car, the automatic transmission, will be an IVT transmission. So that's Kia's new CVT transmission. It's been excellent in the Forte, very well received. I expect to see it here. Again, fuel efficiency matters. There's more pictures that we can show you here from Carscoops.com, and I'm going to point out a few other details. And confirm some things that you may not have heard yet. So this is a little different picture. It's a little hard to see on the screen. Maybe we'll throw it up for you on the picture. So a couple little things I want to notice. Again, you can see those taillights rising right to the roof of this car. This is a two-tone car. We can confirm two-tone cars will be available. We expect to see a black and red, a white and red. So those are the two-tone look. It will be available. We expect it. We expect to be able to order it. This one's a little different because I haven't seen the Soul written in the body color. I don't know if that'll be just two-tone, if that'll be an option. But on the green pictures, the cars that we've seen with the green pictures, that's sort of been a grayed out look. This one has that body color Soul written right in there. So two-tone cars will be available. That Soul logo may be different color on some of our vehicles. Let's go to the next picture here. This is the one that I think is kind of cool. It may not look like much, but if you follow Kias, if you're kind of a Kia nerd like I am, you're going to notice a couple different things. Let's zoom into this picture if I can. Oh, where am I going? Whoops. Oh, we lost it. Let's go back. There we go. We're going to zoom into this picture. There we go. So the Kia Soul has always been known to have round details inside. If you watch any of our other videos that we have on our website about the Kia Soul, I always point out that the outside's very square and boxy, but the inside has a lot of roundness to it, a lot of round details. The steering wheel buttons on our current Kia Soul are round. They're different than any other vehicle we have. This one, that's going to continue. Still different than any other vehicle, but some similarities. You've got an up-down slide switch, which we didn't have before. We used to have a button on the top, button down. So a little tap up and down for your volume. Bluetooth controls are here. Probably volume controls or station controls there as well. We expect the other side to have cruise controls in the same look on the steering wheel. Don't know yet, but I also would expect there would be some sort of smart cruise control on that on the sole, for sure in the higher trim levels I would expect that. So again, roundness on the inside is going to continue at least somewhat, and we'll show you some more of that as we move through here. Another detail I really like, this is a hint to me that they may be bringing that outside color inside. So of course this is the door handle look. We used to have a little bit more of a round style door handle, so that if you see a door handle like this, you can expect that's what it looked like in the 2020 sole. The thing that excites me is I'd mentioned the solar yellow is going to be an option. In Canada it's going to be called a solar yellow car. We expect that they may bring outside colors inside. I think that would look cool. I think it fits what they're trying to do with the sole, and I think that's what this picture is here to show you. So the outside color could be available on inside, maybe just with some colors, maybe just on some trim levels, but that's something that sort of excites me. I think it'll be a good look. Moving over, this is another screen that's sort of a good little teaser screen. We're going to zoom into it as well. So as we mentioned, everything on the outside of the Kia Soul is square. The inside has a lot of roundness. So you can see there's a round circle here. Now a couple things about this screen. Kia's been moving to sort of that floating screen like the Forte, like the Stinger. We've seen that. We know that the 2020 Sportage is also going to have a floating screen. This one's still built into the dash. Now one thing that throws me for a loop is this screen is cut off on the edge of the image here. I think it's a wider screen, a wider aspect ratio than we've used before. So we'll see if that happens in real life, but most of our screens have sort of cut off here, been like that. I think this is going to be a wider aspect ratio than we have in our other cars. I could be wrong about that, but that's what it looks like to me in this picture. We're going to go over, let's see, one more picture here. Where are we? Let's do this one here. Sort of the same picture. Again, you've got the buttons down here, navigation button down here, so you can expect to have navigation. Of course, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, those are going to be standard, probably in every trim level. Our Rio has that in upper trim levels. Every Forte has that. So CarPlay and Android Auto likely going to be standard. But you will have a navigation option on the higher trim levels, so that is still a factory navigation. That's what I'm seeing in that picture there. Nice tones or grains to the dash as well. One thing I do want to point out is this is a picture that CarScoops has put out a little while ago, and I've been getting all kinds of emails saying, hey, this is the 2020 Kia Soul. This is not the 2020 Kia Soul. This is artist rendering based on camouflage cars where various parts of it have been uncovered at times. You know, because we know that Kia has confirmed that the Soul up here, that logo will be there. It's not on this car, so that means the front end, although may look similar to this is not the 2020 Kia Soul. So there you go. Let's go back to the green picture here. I got a couple more things to tell you. All right, let's zoom in one more time. The 2020 Kia Soul, as I've mentioned, we've already ordered these cars, so I don't know for sure when they're coming in, but they have been ordered. When they come in, we'll do proper walkarounds, we'll do proper descriptions. If you have questions about this car, ask me in the comments below. The more video hits we do on these kind of things, the more we'll try to get these cars detailed for you and get information about it. Again, this is filmed 1 week before this car is introduced. It's going to have an IVT transmission. It's going to be fuel efficient. It's probably going to be a hair bigger. That's my guess. It's got some nice design details. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Let me know if you're looking forward to seeing it as well, and subscribe to our channel because we'll be the first to tell you more as soon as we find out more. Thanks everybody for watching.